Alright, fig lovers, this is Ross the Fig Boss. If you just planted a fig tree, this is the video for you. Because today's video, we're going to talk about how to make your fig tree grow faster now that you've planted it. So before we get into the video, I just want to announce that I have a lot of fig trees for sale. There's probably a good 100 to 150 on my blog, figboss.com. There's a really great selection right now. Some of my favorite varieties. There are varieties there for pretty much every climate. If you're interested, go check it out. I really appreciate it. And don't be afraid to ask me what variety that I would recommend for your climate. Now, one of the absolute best ways to get your fig tree to grow faster is to do something called ground layering. And so ground layering is very similar to the concept that we talked about in the planting video that we published recently, is that when you have a fig tree, you can plant the fig tree kind of sideways. So you can turn the root ball so that the stem of the tree is growing along the ground. And this will allow you to pin it to the ground. I have these garden staples. You want to get ones that are as long as possible. There's different sizes of them. I think 9 inches is probably right, but again, I'll put a link to that in the description. And then all we want to do once we pin it to the ground is we want to cover it, as much of this as possible, with soil, mulch, anything we've got. Soil is probably better. The more dense the material is, the better the contact of water is going to be along the branches. And the better the contact of water, the quicker and better it's going to root along the stem. So at every node, and every node that we bury, will potentially form roots. It should form roots. And that way we're expanding the root system away from where we originally planted it, making the root system wider. When you have a wider root system, instead of something that's rather small, well, then you can have branches that sprout up from over here. You can have branches that sprout up here and over here. That makes them get more sunlight. You can't really get too carried away with organic material. You can really pile this up. Don't be afraid to. So there's also another way to do it. You can use a tomato cage. And just like this, we've basically got the branches of our tree that we want to propagate and expand or make stronger. We place them here outwards, and then we put the tomato cage over top. We press the tomato cage down, and all of the branches are now attached to the ground. And this can be, basically now what I'll do is I'll fill in this middle area here with soil, the middle of the tomato cage, and everything in here will root along the ground in that soil. We will lose some leaves in here, so that's not ideal. What I probably will let happen is allow the tree to grow out further away from the tomato cage before adding the soil. So that's the lesson for today here, guys, on planting. Guys, this is gold, honestly. I know this stuff works. I've been doing it for years. It's gonna work for you. It's gonna work for everybody. Thanks for watching this one. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check out the fig trees I have for sale if you're interested. Thanks again, guys.